Hey gang, Lorerim 4.0. John Skyrim here and I are going to talk really quickly about how to make the most out of combat in this game. And in this thread, we're going to try to unravel the mysteries of how to make melee good. And I don't mean good as in you got 30 to 50, you got super enchantments, you're blasting off. I mean what actually works. So, how it works. Every weapon, within reason, some of them don't, but most of them have a different moveset based on whether you're open-handed, with a shield, dual-wielding the same type of weapon, or dual-wielding clumsy style with an off weapon. So, and some of them don't even have it at all. But the stances all change based on what's on what. So, your task for yourself, because it's like 40 minutes to go over everything I checked, is to get all the weapons, just cheat, grab them all, go out into an empty field somewhere, and play with what actually feels good. And you want to take a look at those stances. It's F4 for neutral, F3 for penetration, defensive, offensive. Now, this rapier alone has a standard set that is so insanely different than the penetration set. Like, this feels like the real one, right? And when you're talking about what is actually quote-unquote good in melee, you're talking about animation times for startup. Not so much for recovery, because recovery can be canceled with block, so it's not super important. So your animation cancel, and you're getting good confirmed hits. And going forward, you have evasion for dodge, which if you're playing melee, you better take this or you're gonna suffer. But it has safe dodge and then kind of a dirty dodge with an attack. The dirty dodge has a delay, so you'll get caught if you run up to someone like this. So if you want to close distance in somebody correctly, you don't want to hit and then dodge out. That's a little more movement. It's a little bit safer, especially when there's multiple opponents. Blocking. A weapon block with a one-handed weapon does the same amount of reduction as weapon handing with a two-handed, where it hits your weapon, you get reduction, and more reduction based on your armor value. So if I block in heavy, it's going to be better than blocking in light, and it's going to be even better when you're blocking with a shield, and the armor on the shield is going to add to your physical value, therefore more block, right? So I'm going to get an assistant. Wake up, samurai.
Now ain't this a surprise?
So when I'm blocking, I'm getting successful blocks. There's going to be a little bit of drain here normally, but with shield perks, all the perks, which are, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's 1, 2, and 3. You're going to be in good shape. Power bashing is just a benefit that lets you do a little more mix-up. But the mix-up is also not super strong. So with a good shield perk, you can sit here, block until they're last, and then start trying to close. And when you're just using a shield, the damage is also still pretty good. It's kind of crazy. So blocking, pretty good in this game. So when you're blocking, she has the stamina, she has the poise on her, which is the yellow meter. And when the poise meter's out, they're more open to attacks, more susceptible to getting staggered. So you want to target that with bashes, skills.
Guess we'll do this the hard way.
Illusion skills like pain also hit that poise meter and let you open up for a clean hit, which is going to get you a kill.
I'm going to add your skull to my collection.
When you're actually locked on with somebody, you have the lock on and lock off. I would toggle them and sort of just practice with a friend. You know, grab a bandit, resurrect them. Do a little dancing, and you'll see a couple of things, like how most swings go horizontal, and are a little bit safer when you get behind. You can do little cheeky dashes that will still sometimes get you hit. And that armor value is dynamic based on how many hits you've taken. So we have 639, 603. 517. So when you're in a bunch of enemies and you've worn your dwarven mail, you feel like $1,000,000 and you get shredded. And you don't know what happened. That's what happened. And they just saw it pop into reset. So when you first take hits, there's a certain point where it's too dangerous to stay to take more hits. You have to leave. Or if you fight 4 people and they all hit you simultaneously, it doesn't really matter what you did because that 4th hit's going to kill you. So fighting swarms is suicide without good block perks using a shield.
This one's loot is mine.
So the open hand Captain America style, I really like it, but to each their own. I would find what works best for you. The two-handed boys out there, I feel for you. It's a struggle. The two-handed off the third-person movesets are dog water.
You're mine.
They take a really long time. They have a long build-up.
Gonna rip you open.
Blocking from them is kind of tough. The hits count. Now, my numbers are all over the place, so don't get impressed. These are not normal damage values. But you want to rely on really lean on that post hit time. Using good dodging. And then using that to open up follow-up attacks. But a lot of the times, most of the two-handed weapon hits are so slow, and the recovery for the dodge is so slow, you're not going to be able to feel them come out except for the dodge attack. So, let's talk about that real quick. Because I think this is the answer for the boys in the back who are sick of not landing two-handed hits. So, we dodged, right?
Got it.
We dodged, gave a little left-hand click, or just did a free hand, open into the swing. It's fast, it comes out quick, it does the weapon's base value, it's strong. So, two-handed boys, rev up that dodge button, do a dirty dodge.
Go ahead, try and fight
You might still get hit anyway, but a glancing blow through your armor is not so bad. If you're unarmored, that's death, right? Look at how much damage I took even through my iron armor. It's not good. So,
hurry up and
that's
come
through
at me. I ain't got
basic
all day.
weapons. We're not even getting into Draugr enchantments. What the hell ever. But most guys, this is why most guys run Spell Sword, because they want to soften them up or run CC before they close melee. But if you're a masochist like me and you want that melee action, that is the skill set I encourage you to do. Just treat it like For Honor Labs, get in training, find a poacher, and practice. Practice. Practice what a bash does. Practice the damage coming off of it, which frankly is bad, right? The bash damage is quite bad. Even with light armor and the full perks, the shield slams do start doing more, but it's like, it's just not even close to what you're going to get out of a weapon swing. So I think until you get to pretty late game, that bash damage is not going to be anything you enjoy, especially on two-handed. I would almost say that power bashing on two-handed in the current build is a total waste of time. It doesn't do anything, it won't do anything. With a heavier shield, that's a pretty different story. The damage is actually pretty good comparatively, and that's without any mods. I'm not using any of the perks or anything like that. But you can start to see when using heavy armor, this is why armor buffs are so good, why alteration is so good, why orc is so good, because you get that higher number to shred, and it literally fully reduces,
too late to run away now.
if not eliminates damage in flat block, with the exception of maces and axes with the perk, two-handed power strikes, stuff like that. So it's not like a perfect safety button. What you really want is to get the spacing right.
Think you're tough?
So you're taking
you
less
don't
hits
stand a chance against
by doing
me.
run-throughs. Still took a hit. Running through on the opposite side. So, for example, her left-hand side is really vulnerable.
What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do?
She did a power attack. I punished it. GG. That's probably happened to you. Does that look familiar for those of you who've been whomped by a bandit? That's why faster animations are king. A quick note about bull rushing before I wrap this up. Targeting W. We'll cover bull rushing in the group video. I can't be fucked. Anyway, that's the beginning of the conversation.